Hey everyone, welcome back to Travel Tip Tuesday.
Hey everyone.
I brought this up on our London episode, a couple episodes back, but I thought it deserved its own Travel Tip Tuesday episode. And that is looking for city passes or like a bundle that gets you into a bunch of the cities or countries' attractions. So this is basically a good way to save money if you are visiting a bunch of different attractions that all have like prices attached to them, basically. And usually you can save time in line as well by pre-booking. So not as much as you used to, because people are now booking more things online rather than walking up. But in this case, you do have to do a bit of math, which
Wonk, wonk.
boo hiss, I know. I'm sorry.
Jen's giving us homework, guys.
I did, me too. But you do need to do the math to make sure that the pass is actually worth the price. So
Okay, well, that's good math. That's math that makes sense.
that is math that makes sense. So first thing you're going to need to do is list the attractions that you're going to want to see and then the entrance prices to those attractions. And then check the pass, make sure the pass covers those attractions that you want to go to, and just make sure that the pass is actually going to save you money. So with just like a quick Google search, you'll be able to see that there's like a ton of different companies offering these kinds of things. Make sure to do your research that they're a reputable company, because you don't want to buy a pass that's not going to work.
No.
So in London, we bought the London pass and we did save money. It worked great. We should have gotten the historic Scotland membership because it would have saved us a bit, entrance fees to like different castles and that sort of thing. But by the time I realized it existed, we had already bought our entrance to these places already. So my fault. Next time I'll look into that kind of thing.
If only you'd had this Travel Tip Tuesday to assist you.
Have you ever done any type of like city pass or anything like that?
Honestly, not that I can think of. So we have, of course, done hop on, hop off in many cities.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that did cover a few things in a roundabout way to different attractions.
Yeah.
But I can't recall like buying one specifically for like city entrance fees.
Right.
This could have to do with the fact that we're not really big into like museums and stuff. I mean, that's sort of not where our travel usually goes. Of course, like in Switzerland, where we were recently, it worked for us in terms of saving money to buy a pass for different modes of transportation.
Yep.
So similar idea, but not the same thing, but it did save us money because if we had to buy a trip each time in Swiss francs, we would have been poor. So, I mean, really though, either way, if you do the math and it makes sense, it would be really great addition to any trip because who doesn't want to save money? So if you take just a few minutes to do your research and understand that, will it save me? I mean, I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I think so too. And another kind of benefit of these that I really like, even just visiting the website to see what they cover, even if you decide that it's not worth it, it can give you ideas of things to do that you might not have thought of. You might, find a little hidden gem. When we went to London, like I said, we had planned to visit the Queen's Gallery and it was closed. They were doing some whatever they were doing, upgrades or renovations or whatever it was. And we went to go and they're like, sorry, it's closed. And they're like, why don't you go to the Royal Mews instead? And I hadn't even heard of it. And we really enjoyed it. We got to see kind of the carriages and it was really, really interesting. And we wouldn't have gone, but it was on our London pass and the thing that we had planned to do was closed. So you just can kind of come up with some other ideas, which I think is really cool.
Well, I think that's exactly right. I mean, I know people who planned whole itineraries from going to like tour websites and seeing where the tour goes.
Yeah.
So like, I think, I know we say it all the time, but by looking into those kind of things and doing your research ahead of time, you can really add to a trip things you wouldn't have known existed.
Yeah. All right. That's it. That's all we have this week for Travel Tip Tuesday. You can find us on our website, travelmugpodcast.com, on the socials, Facebook, Instagram at Travel Mug Podcast. And we would love it if you would share the show with a travel loving pal. And we will talk to you again very soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.